Welcome to the Tools with Souls Tooloholics Anonymous live stream starring tools and tactics and myself. I am Robert Souls Elkhorn, hashtag Belky, Jamie True. I love it. Joshua Wilson is a channel member. He is here today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing support. And TC Kid Solo, another one of our fine members. We love them all. Membership does come with its advantages. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but there have been a couple of instances over the last week where I have shown up to 75% savings in members new 24 hours before anybody else. So that's important to remember. That's why we do have memberships. Jeremy Nguyen, it's been a long time. We're glad to have you back. How are you? I am doing fine. And Tactics, how are you?
Man, I can't complain. We finally got this room back in order, and just been making a whole bunch of members-only content.
That's
We'll
true.
push it out to the general public at some point, but members get the benefits. That's the benefit of becoming a member of the Tools of Souls. Enter the otter.
Enter the otter. I feel it. I don't normally talk about my memberships, but there is one thing that I am going to address, kind of a mea culpa for the membership thing. A few weeks ago, while we were testing the right angle impact drill from our impact driver from Rigid, I had mentioned that going forward, that the live tool testing will be for members only. What I meant was that it will be the chat will be open for members only. And here is why. And it's not that I don't want you guys watching or anything. I am working on and trying to figure out a way of bringing in my TikTok and Instagram community for those live streams, and just for those live streams. Now, to give you guys an instant, or for instance, when I go live on TikTok, I'll get between 15 and 50,000 people to show up.
Right.
And literally, you're getting thousands of comments per minute when you're doing that. I don't want, because YouTube is kind of my go home. This is my home. This is where I come to do everything first. I don't want the folks that are here to kind of get lost in that shuffle. And since the ones that I am looking at right now, at least the services that I'm looking at right now, the only indication I get of where someone is would be if they're a member.
Yeah.
So just to clear that up, I wanted to make sure that was very clear to everyone. And Joshua Wilson is here. He is a member. He says, my name is Ahmed Akhedine Anbid Rahusin III for short, and I am a toolaholic. George Ordway says, aloha, aloha, George. Quint Giles, I am Quint, and I'm a toolaholic. As a toolaholic, I can tell Daniel Gomez, glad to have you here. Crescent 37-piece impact driver rated for $4.99 and 11% at Menards. It's actually down to $2 and some change, just to let you know. Daniel B, how you doing? And John Spitzley, how are you? Glad to have you here. I know Panther and TC Kid Solo were here earlier. Robert Walton, always welcome here. And your boy Rand says, YouTube. And yo-ho, it's Sunday. Meatloaf today. Glad to hear it. And Jeremy went, what are you doing this summer? The same thing I do every summer, Pinky. I plan to take over the world. Actually, the truth is, I have not been, well, I've been busy because I'm always busy, but I haven't been doing very much productive stuff for YouTube or any of that. I actually still have videos that I made last year last summer even, that I haven't uploaded yet for one reason or another. And I'll probably upload those to just members only. So
Nice.
something to look forward to.
I recycled one.
Did you? Yes, you did.
Did you ever recycle a video?
I have not, but I plan on it. I can tell you this, because this is Tooloholics Anonymous. We're talking about tools. I can honestly say I do not recall a week, just a single week in the last 3 or 4 years where I haven't purchased a tool. In fact, for me, I like, if it's been 4 or 5 days and I haven't bought a tool, I get like kind of the itch. You know, it is a real addiction.
I don't have the itch that you're talking about. They make different combs and creams for that, I'm sure. But
If anybody's used the cream lately, it's you, and you got it straight from the tap. 5 impactors. Get the picture. Way to go. Wow.
nice.
Dig the fireplace tactics.
Oh yeah. Let me give you a quick pan around. There's fireplace. There's y'all. And then we're back around. Hopefully that was level enough.
Hey, Jeremy, glad to hear you're going to Florida this year. Just got a video light app on my phone synced up to my Roku, so I can come and go from the screen and listen to YouTube in the background for free. I love it. Congratulations. Jeremy, I have decided that I'm going to include that I'm a basement dwelling professional in all comments on tool reviews. I believe you would be in the majority of folks in that category if you did that.
Yeah.
Jeremy, how far from? I'm about 1,200 miles from Florida.
I like how he says he scratched the itch with a pass load. That sounds pretty dangerous, actually.
Yeah. Hopefully he pressed hard and hit the trigger.
Yeah.
I bought a used M18 radio, and it's pretty neat for $50. That's a great deal.
Yeah, that's good.
What information do you see when you become a member trying to stay anonymous from these Tooloholic meetings? What information do you see? You basically you get videos that are just for channel members. It'll actually say members only. You don't have to comment or do anything like that, because they're just released for members. I can tell you this. I did one with paint at Walmart for members, where I picked up a 5-gallon bucket of latex paint for $15.
Yeah.
That's an insane value.
For mine, like, I've got like little funny ones that I know will never get monetized with YouTube.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because it doesn't go against my record. The average general population doesn't get to see it. I've got some like every so often, here in Texas, we're on the border, and you get a lot of different nationalities and stuff. And the spelling on the panel schedule sometimes is really funny. So like instead of switch, it'll say, or instead of light, it'll say LIG. It'll say light.
It's
LIGTH.
CHIT, chit.
Yeah. And then one was supposed to say heat, but the H looked like a C and it looked like sheet. And just post crazy stuff that most people never see.
So Shaka Gillis with a $2 super chat. And he says, "Happy Makita and Ryobi month." And then he's got the pride on there. Yes. We support this message. And but remember, folks, if it's teal, it makes your husband squeal. Anyway. Souls, can you see your social security and address along with your bank info? No. No, you can't. What information does the YouTube channel owner see? We see your screen name. We see what level you are as far as membership goes, what level you are, and how long. That's it.
Yeah.
Car's extended warranty. We do sell that information to no one because no one contacts us. But hey, that's funny right there. That is hilarious, Jeremy, and something I absolutely do support.
Because nailed his pant legs to the roof.
I do support that, especially if you do them right near the ankle, where they can't get any leverage.
No worries, because he won't be falling off the roof.
That's true.
Or maybe his pants will stay up there and he falls off.
Either way, it's funny. Things can be said that normally would go against the channel. Yeah, as a matter of fact, how is he? How are you today? I was been kind of worried about you. I ain't seen you in a while. Things can be said that normally would go against the channel. Actually, there's a lot of things that YouTube does kind of force us not to say.
Yep.
One way or another. And like a lot of my character videos, the characters that I do, yeah, they're probably not safe for YouTube in general. I mean, the American dream, Death to Souls is one thing. You can always drop into Death to Souls, but some of the other guys you can't really do that too, and it gets bad. Anthony Anderson is here. Hello, my friend. Glad to have you here again. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, our chat here is significantly lagging behind the live chat, so I can see your webcam. That's you're on the wrong account, Howie. That's my OnlyFans, and that's why here I only video myself from the waist up.
You're not safe for planet Earth.
Souls is not safe for play. That's true.
Hey, can you guys read that clearly, or is it just a white screen on the camera?
It's just a white screen on the camera. There's too much light.
Okay. I can barely read that.
Hey, Hotmail, how's it going? So anyway, this week I did buy a few new tools that will, of course, be making their way to the channel. I'm actually going to go back to Home Depot probably tomorrow, and I'm going to pick up that magnetic screwdriver set from Husky to compare that to the Milwaukee, because I'm not impressed with the Milwaukee magnets.
It's going to be a very similar comparison.
Just saying. I'm not impressed with the magnets on the Milwaukee.
Klein recently messed up and put lanyard loopholes in their newest set of 1,000 volt, which is always a mistake, dude. You don't need lanyard loopholes unless it's like, a specific line of like a special set, but don't do them all like that.
This is true. You will always be the one to kneel. I'm just, if you buy teal, you have lost some. I mean, some that kind of throws me off when you say some. No, I
tell you, you'll always be the one to kneel.
Yeah. No, I was actually making the video on that XGT set, and that's when I came up with that. It was not like panned. It wasn't rehearsed or anything. It was literally like off the cuff right then. Hey, if it's teal, you make your husband squeal. That literally just came out because I was looking for something that rhymed with teal. And I just had to do it because I make fun of PETA guys all the time. They deserve it. Buy low garbage or low quality garbage at unreasonably high prices, but still,
Yeah.
they deserve it. We did get something sent to us yesterday, both Cooch and I. Can I just change your name on the screen to Cooch?
No.
Anyway, I will buy Belky merch. I like it, you boy Ram. It's another one of the great things I have to figure out. If you buy teal, your own feces are your favorite meal. Is your favorite meal?
Nice.
Oh, how
Yeah.
easy he doesn't call you Cooch. He calls you Gooch.
Real classy. The wheel 5-piece screwdrivers are down to $5 at Lowe's. The Cobalt 20 piece are $7.97. Nice.
That is that.
The
Well, I
the
do have
wheels
to go
aren't
to Lowe's.
bad. The tips are nice.
What's up?
I don't know, man. For me, it's always gonna be hard to beat a Klein. I'd have to think pretty hard about what's gonna beat a Klein as far as the price, the availability, and then the actual durability and everything. It's pretty good.
Hello, Dr. Left Hand Thread. Always glad to have you here. He's joining us from across the pond, as they say, but he's got a much better accent.
He just made a video with a Milwaukee M12 conversion
Yeah.
with the inflator. Took an M12 battery, took apart a 12-volt inflator, made it happen.
Yep. Yeah. No, I watched it earlier today.
Yeah.
We hunt are typically, and is a wild cheapsakes, and we'll buy the cheapest one like Project Source. George Orway says, guys, with the thumbs up. Thank you for that reminder. So you made me forget what I was going to say.
My bad.
It's kind of your natural way about you.
It's my amount.
Oh, so I am going to go to Lowe's and I'm going to buy the Cobalt right angle impact wrench.
Oh, that's a good idea.
To compare it to the rigid, because so many people, literally, I've never seen anything like it. People are convinced that I somehow doctored that test, where the rigid 110 foot-pounds looked like it was easy, and it actually they were torqued to about 130 foot-pounds, and it still looked easy. But they're convinced that I somehow doctored the footage or did this. So maybe if I put another brand on there, they'll get over it or whatever. I don't really care, but it gives me an excuse to buy another tool at a reasonable price.
There you go.
$100 with a 2 amp hour battery and a charger.
And man, the way it's going, almost all the tools are capable of doing pretty decent work now. I mean, look at Harbor Freight, for example. So I don't know why. It's probably just because it's rigid and they're just getting bent out of shape. Wasn't Milwaukee?
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's the Milwaukee fanboys showing up, and they're like, "Oh my God, you didn't make my M12 look that good." So I'm just all kinds of upset about it. And then there's me sitting there like, yeah, I don't really care. I'm like, whatever you need to do, buddy.
I like that analogy, left hand.
I'm busy as a cucumber in a ladies' prison.
Is anyone that busy?
I want to be the cucumber. Anyway, I'm a lug nut loosening engineer, and that was clearly loosened 163.21 times prior to the video. It's true. It's all true, but as long as it's torqued back to 110. Matter of fact, I had the impact, or I had the torque wrench set to 110. And both of them set it back so well that it was over 110 foot-pounds when I put that torque wrench back on. Those lugs didn't move.
Well, don't forget now there's a special torque wrench we're supposed to use for torque testing, of course.
There's a what?
A new special kind of torque wrench that they want us to use. Yeah,
apparently, you can't use.
You didn't use the right torque wrench.
Yes, I mean, clearly it's my fault that I have to do that. I have to go out and buy a snap-on or at least a gear wrench. Make it electronic so that they can see the numbers on it, because that's the only way that's going to work.
Right.
I look at that stuff and I'm like, oh, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Aren't trying to be the Apple of tools.
Yep.
Speaking of the Apple of tools, our good friend and channel member, Joshua Wilson, sent you and I some interesting pictures yesterday.
Yeah.
He came across some new patents for Milwaukee. We're going to talk about those Milwaukee patents. We're going to look at them. We're going to see if we can figure out what they are or what they could be. And I got a better picture of them today, or some of them today. So I thought we'd take a minute and talk about them. And there's some that are just going to be redundant. I only believe what I see in here. Don't go over to the den of tools. That's my advice to you. You're going to be all kinds of confused. Cobalt, 2 batteries, and a charger, right angle impact wrench is now $99. Get it now. That's what I said. I'm going to go get it probably tomorrow.
Hey, did you know that there's a Cobalt for $99 that you should probably get to go against your Bridget? What a great idea!
That's an amazing idea, and I think
I'm glad he brought it up. You should totally do that and thank him on your video to make sure that he knows that you're going to do it.
Well, now we know how Panther spends one freaking day a month. Yeah, at the men's prison. What's up, Rodney Widger? How are you, my friend? Glad to have you here. Rodney, great person. We got to meet in person now a couple of times. So
he's been on the channel on a live. Was it my channel?
Yeah.
Or your channel? It was mine.
It was your channel.
It was my channel.
Look at that. Robert Walton. My rigid router went out today. Home Depot replaced. No question asked. I just had to call 5 locations to find one. They are getting harder and harder to find.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
As an alternative, you could run a 1/2-inch lag that's about 8 inches long, just straight through it, and then chop it in 17 pieces. That also seems to work.
You know what, Rodney? I didn't know they had that large of a landfill. They always speak the truth and are very fair. There's one guy, I swear to God, anytime I see a tool review on his channel, I know I can automatically skip it. Because he introduces himself, and then I swear to God, I just want him to come out and tell the truth right after that. He can say his name and then go, and I've never met a free tool I didn't like. I wish he would, just to save himself some time, because it would save me a whole lot of time. Rigid sent me free tools for the first time ever. And, they sent me free tools, and I have had both good and bad things to say about every single one of them.
Yeah, I usually don't post the video. I've probably gotten about 15 free tools that I never made a video on. Now, I did record videos on them for 45 minutes trying to make them work. And then I sent all the raw footage back to the Chinese companies and told them, I'm not going to make you guys look bad. but I'm also not going to put this crap on my channel.
I'll break one and put it on the channel.
Yeah. I don't want to have the reputation like I don't want someone to send me. I think companies are afraid to send you stuff now. You put them on blast.
Your boy Rand, yeah, it's probably true. Your boy Rand said, "Would you guys buy a premium lifetime service from Milwaukee to rival Hilti?" No.
Nope.
I don't want tools like some jackwagon was arguing with me. I want to say it was probably here on YouTube, but it's getting harder to tell, to be honest with you, because I get probably now across all of them. I'm probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 to 1,000 comments a day. So they kind of run together after a while.
Right.
And so I don't remember where they all are. But I was arguing with somebody today, and they're like, you need to use that on 3-inch semi-truck lugs for the next 20 years and then tell me how good it works. And I'm like, well, if your tool lasts you for 20 years, it means you're not using it. Oh, no, they have generators from the 1940s that are still working. They just can't find the brushes for them. It means they're not working, dumbass.
Or that you got to stop and fix it or do, routine maintenance. Like, I need something that's going to get banged to death on the job site, much like, never mind. But anyway, I don't want a tool that's going to last that long. There's only a handful of tools that I can think that I would want the same thing for 5 years. And that'd probably be like a pair of Kleins, like a warranty where I could just take it in when I break it. I would pay $2,000 up front for a pair of Kleins if I could return them for the rest of forever.
Yeah,
you might break even.
Nope, don't
Blow them up, whatever.
I'm not. There's no tool.
Yeah, that's about it. Fluke meters. Meters are great. They're so far behind the curve. They have the least amount of like super fancy technology. They almost went like the Apple route on this one, where they just don't break. They're like tanks.
Yeah.
And then after about 10 years, they might include a feature that's been around for 10 years on other multimeters. For example, NCV on a Fluke meter is only something that just started appearing. It's been out for 20 years.
So I can tell you this. There's new innovations coming all the time. So I wouldn't want a tool that's going to last me 20 years anymore. Now, if I was a homeowner, I was looking to make one purchase for the rest of my life, yeah, absolutely, probably would go that route. But I'm not, so I don't. I want, like, for me, because, and if you're here, let's face it, guys, you're a toolaholic. You're going out to buy more stuff all the time. It's just kind of what we do. We watch tool videos. We go out, we use tools, we buy tools, we break tools to buy new tools. And if you don't believe me, just go watch me cutting some wood with a Harbor Freight miter saw that I wanted to replace, and then see. I'm just saying, for me, if I could get 3 years is such a long time for a tool now. But I can see going 3 years, 5 years on the outside if it's a really great tool, but that's about it. 5 years is a long time the way things are improving. Absolutely. And finally, Bit Bullet T5 600 today.
I believe that's a rotary hammer, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I think the T5s are usually rotary hammers. I have not seen the 600.
Rodney Widger just became our newest channel member. He is the opening. It's $2 to be a member. Opening is the Enter the Otter, and it's $2 membership. And we want to thank Rodney for being a member. He and Juan are the two that if I could give a free membership to, they would be the two. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow us to give free memberships away.
But they did do a survey about 4 months ago saying what's the number one, and out of the options, out of what you would do for your members, free membership was an option. So maybe they're thinking about it. I don't know. But I'll tell you right now, any veteran that wants to become a member, and if they do it for free, you're absolutely going to be a member for free.
Absolutely. Anthony. I want right to repair back again. Yep. That's why I truly support Dr. Left Hand Thread. Dude's awesome, by the way. If everyone can maintain their tools, then we don't need these ridiculous warranties and out of country customer service. I see where you're coming from. When I was on the job site, there was, I'm just going to swear, fuck it. There was a bucket that we used to keep on the back of the truck or in the back of the van for broken tools. And we called it the fuck it bucket because it broke. You said fuck it and you grab another one. And we had a guy, it's typically the newest dude or the least productive guy on the job site, that when that bucket got full, he took it back to Home Depot. He took it back to Lowe's, wherever we were at the time. And he got those tools replaced with new ones under the warranty because he wasn't doing anything on the job. He wasn't helping us. So sending him away for a long time didn't hurt. So for me, like the warranty stuff, when you're in a business, it does come in very handy. $3.17, 25-year extended warranty and by Ryobi. You're overpaying. Do you think the next 5 years we'll see a leap in performance in cordless tools? The last 5 show, yes.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a bigger leap in power tool performance.
We've actually almost exceeded how fast we can drive certain fasteners. We're starting to get some serious RPMs where you can't even maintain the tip of the whatever on the screw head now. When Milwaukee first started doing their one key and you can start dialing down the speed, it taught them a lot. That was 2015, by the way. That was the year my mom died. That taught us a lot about people wanting to dial down their own speed. And then they came out with that. The Gen 2.5 was kind of around that same time. 2.0 and the 2.5 with the fixed collet. But it taught Milwaukee because those tools were tied to Bluetooth. They were able to access all that data remotely and see what settings the customers were putting their tools into. They took all that data and started coming up with the perfect speeds. That's why the Milwaukee is one of the faster, more efficient, fastest, most powerful driving. Everything's all down to the T on that because it's been dialed in by all those customers for driving deck screws and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense for them. And one of the things that Milwaukee did, especially on their hammer drill, which one of my absolute favorite tools, is they lowered the RPMs to increase the torque.
Right.
Which is, I mean, I absolutely love that. Because trying to do high speed applications with a very powerful drill can become a little unwieldy and lead to injury. But if you slow it down a bit, you do have more of a chance to catch it and be better, be safer when you're using the tools, which one of the things that I do truly support. Without Milwaukee, there would be no Flex. They paved the way. It's probably true.
That's very true.
After Hurricane Ivan took out Pensacola area when our customers needed replacement, they left with new ones. That's great.
Could remember the brand of outdoor speaker that honored the lifetime warranty.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, a lot of those companies, like even like life insurance companies and stuff, whenever that catastrophic event happened in 2001. A lot of those insurance companies said blank act, and they said this is this act, so this isn't covered underneath law. And there's a handful of companies that are still around today that actually honored those things, and that's always good if you can find a company that's going to do that, because a lot of them will just claim mass casualty of loss, and that's that,
Absolutely. So here's what we're going to do. Boom. Check this
Nice.
out, guys. This is Joshua
R2D2.
Wilson found this for us yesterday. And to me, this looks like kind of a tailgating generator. You can see it has plugs in the front. It actually has a little M12 charger, M12, M18 charger on the side. That looks like their rapid charger or their fast charger. It also looks like up here, it has a built-in pack out radio. So
I think, not to interrupt you, I actually think that it doesn't come with the pack out radio. I think it's pack out capable, and that's the bottom of your pack out. So instead of you having a rolly toolbox, I think they're showing that you can put pack outs on it. And you're right, that's going to be a portable job site
generator.
They'll probably run a table saw.
Yeah, maybe. I'm looking at it like it's going to be the bottom. Obviously, it has wheels at the bottom.
Right.
So that means it's going to have a handle that comes up for the tilt, and you can bring it back. A nice open face in the front. That's probably going to be your LED display.
Yep. And you got a roll cage on the side.
Yep. You've got 4 USB plugins in the dead center, right under the screen, between the plugs. Those are 15 amp plugs each.
Yep.
4 of them. Obviously, it's going to have a cage around it. It looks like all of this around here is going to be metal. So that actually looks really good.
Looks like the battery goes in the front in that door, and you got a charger hanging on the side of it.
And that could very well be. I mean, this area right here.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to circle. This area right here, that could be a door. That could be the LED display.
Yeah, below that, I think, is where the door goes for the battery.
Okay. Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Pack out plate. Looks like a radio on top. That's what I said. I do believe that is the pack out radio.
My buddy has it, and it looks really similar to that. Yeah, the speakers are on the side. Yeah, that does look like the pack out radio. And by the way, that thing sounds really good.
Does it?
Yeah, the pack out radio is legit. Better than anything Flex ever made, but it's expensive.
Looks like 8 holes on the top might be M12. It's actually just the standard pack out top, bottom, whatever you want to say.
The locking thing, yeah.
Yep, that's what it looks like to me. Only for an easy low price of $10K. R2D2's cousin.
I bet that thing's gonna be about $800.
You know what? They have a very similar Ryobi version, the kind of a portable generator, and I want to say that's $500 or $600 as is.
Yeah.
And I would guess because they are gonna throw it red, it's gonna be pack out capable. You probably be able to mount it to a wall in your work truck or whatever. I'm gonna say it's probably closer to $1K.
If it's a 36 volt, which will be interesting because MSRP 3600, yeah. It's probably a 36 volt. Probably takes two M18s.
Yeah.
Hence the wide bottom.
Yep. Well, I do like a wide bottom, just not on my women. You like them on your men, but
Did you have the?
Just over his head. It took him.
I was reading Joshua Wilson. He used to have the pack out radio and got rid of it. Darn.
I do want to get the new rigid one.
Yeah, for how big it is and how heavy it is, it really makes sense if you're like, you got all the pack out stuff and you can slip it in between your your pack out drawers or something, to where you never have to get to it or something. Like it makes a lot of sense to have. But if you don't have a pack out, there's no point in getting it because it's pretty expensive. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And you can take it like to the beach. That's where we took it. And it does sound nice and everything, but for the price, there's a lot cheaper portable radios.
Yeah. So Jeremy says, is it going to run off M18s or have built-in battery? I'm going to say it's going to run off of M18 batteries.
Yeah, me too.
Just from the look of it. Looks better than a push mower. I bet it's more expensive than the mower.
The blades are on the bottom there. You just can't see them.
Yeah. I don't look at pack out stuff too high, and I prefer bags. Easier to put in my basement from floor to ceiling. Tooloholic problem. Get the table miter saw. Yeah. A lot of good radios out there. The pack outs are very expensive.
Yep.
That's a funny looking toilet. Let's take a look and see what else he sent. This is another
heater cooler.
Well, it's another item.
Yeah.
It obviously plugs in.
Yeah.
It has a top. It has a handle. It does look like it's going to be one of those in-car style coolers, but it also looks like you'll be able to run other stuff off of it.
Yeah, I think it's like what you said originally, a tailgate. The pack outs are the 4 slots, so that's going to be for the half wide pack outs, like the smaller ones.
A lunchbox.
And I bet it's a lunchbox. It's going to heat and cool,
which is cool. I mean, it looks incredible. I will say that the one thing about Milwaukee you can count on, their stuff is going to look incredible, going to look well built.
You might be able to fit 6 cans in it once it's all said and done. Looks great.
There you go. It's the world's biggest koozie. Is that the one?
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's a koozie.
Yeti, whatever, koozie. Just put a straw on it. Just fill it up with liquid.
There you go. First toilet, not the stick bucket. Pack out. I said pack out. Battery charging box like the Dewalt one. Could be. It very well could be, Dr. Left Hand Threat. I don't really know. Some of these, now this one, to me, this one's redundant. So I know the picture's not very easy to make out, guys. I apologize. It looks like a lawn tractor battery. Can see. It does just a little bit. This one to me looks very redundant because they just introduced a pass-through ratchet.
My dog's determined to destroy my couch. I just bought.
Way to go.
Oh, get up.
And this looks like it's an all-thread, for lack of a better phrase, a ratchet to me as well. Pack out for heart surgeons. I did see some patents for charging box. It may be that. There you go. M12. Yes, this is an M12 tool right here. It's my fault.
That was pretty cool, man.
This is as big as I can get it, and it's very difficult to make out the detail. It's very blurry to me.
So somebody would say, how useful can a pass-through wrench be? If you do industrial, and they have certain what they call washdown areas where it's spec to everything in that area be pressure washed.
Yeah.
You can't put normal nuts on all thread. You have to put nylon lock nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even going to, no exaggeration, more than a quarter of your day, 2 hours of your day is going to be spent ratcheting on nylon lock nuts because you have nuts on the top of your rack and nuts on the bottom of your rack. And if you got 3-tier rack system or whatever you have going on, you've got to run that nut up with a wrench or a spanner, depending on where you're from.
I'll just be honest. I've put my nuts on both on top and on the bottom of a nice rack before. Both ways are good.
That could be $1,000. If I was back in industrial, I would still buy it.
Yeah, but no, they absolutely already announced a pass-through ratchet. They actually have video of it working right now, which is different from this because this is open end. When I originally thought of this or saw this, it looked to me like kind of a basin wrench.
For a sink?
Yeah. So definitely like, and I know that
Yeah.
Milwaukee's making tremendous inroads. They're trying to make it into the plumbing world. And to me, that's kind of like the whole head design, everything reminds me of those electric basin wrenches that I see every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't think that's that. It's too rigid and not curved or angled enough. I think it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah. I down here you get
Oh yeah, dude, look at that's the business end. That's where I want to put my all thread,
that. Yeah, that.
if you know what I mean.
Oh, well, now we know what that is. That's the Pleasure Bot 10,000 for tools and tactics.
There
No
you
wonder
go.
we call him Cooch. Paul W, what you up to? Glad to have you here, Paul W. Sorry,
What
Mr.
message got held for
Mastermind.
review?
Hey, dude, we're glad you're here anyway, dude. So thank you. Terry says that's
What's up, Paul
nuts.
W? That's nuts. Yeah.
Is it for driving screws rather than nuts? Um, if it had long blonde hair, I would say it was for driving things nuts. But no, I don't know. To me, it's obviously open. It's open-ended. It's electric. It is in that 12-volt line right there. Sorry, let me get rid of this so you guys can see that. It is in that 12-volt line, as you can see the battery back here.
Yeah.
It looks to have a thumb switch at the top, which is a different design for Milwaukee.
I
The
I
open
bet you it's a
handle.
momentary slide
Mm,
to where, and that's probably not going to have an instant break. It's probably gonna keep turning a couple of seconds after you let it go.
maybe. Now, this is another one that I thought was interesting. This is a GFCI tester, obviously. I mean, we can all look at it. We know what it is. It's a GFCI tester.
Never seen one of those in my life. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you got one in your truck right now?
Dude, I probably own about 30 of those.
But do you have
And
one in your truck?
yeah.
Are you sure? Because I'm fairly certain I'm going to be getting called tomorrow, be like, yeah, I
Oh,
forgot my GFCI
that's why I
tester.
have 30 of them. They may not all be where I need them, but I've got 30. I've got one right here in front of me.
Yeah.
I probably have 2 or 3 in the car and 3 in the truck and 3 in a bag and 2 at work and 4 others in someone's attic.
Toilet bowl bolts too. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking there, Rodney.
The buttons on the
Obviously,
side, though.
This appears to be either an open area or where you can attach something and maybe make that not only a GFCI tester, but a
Tracer.
breaker tracer. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
And that would definitely be different from the competition. I mean,
Like clips on, maybe. Yeah.
yeah. And this one, they are obviously targeting the electrician.
You're gonna make me get up and read those little words way up here.
You can't read the little words; they're too blurry, sir.
I've got
I'm
a
sitting right on
65
top
inch screen. Hang on. December 2022.
Here, you want to blow it
115.
up further?
No, don't do that because that might get crazy. The
This is
abstract
from
is
March 30th, 23.
the abstract says something device including a
Yes,
beeping.
sir.
It says beeping and probe.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
But it
I'm
also says, I think it says wireless.
Mm.
It might not say wireless, but it looks like a W and then a longer, it looks like L. So WI.
That would be
Maybe
great.
not.
Well, obviously, if it's Milwaukee, now this is going to be something that's I'm believing is going to be made here in the U.S. Part of their 900 different tools or whatever they're trying to make here in the U.S. So this is something that's going to be targeted toward professionals. I want to say it's not only a tester, but a tracer. I just honestly, it looks like it's going to be fairly rugged being Milwaukee. I kind of dig it. And we want to thank Joshua Wilson for going out finding these for us. And here's the
It's
last.
okay. Sorry to interrupt you. It says
I'm
here, the very
good as
back,
well.
it says the second tool probe may be configured to do something.
Yep. Oh, the tanker. Dude, Paul W. When it rains in you guys' world, it really pours. Zoom in like I can't zoom in. The most zoomed in I could get, and it was nasty looking. Look, this is actually a good picture, but I can't read any of the words.
What's the part number? I'll tell you what it says.
I can give you the pub number.
Okay.
It's US 2023 slash 0100522 A1. Yeah, I'm with you, Terry. I think that the combination would be fantastic.
No, let's see here.
I can't try the link you just sent me. PDF link to both of us. He's going to have to look it up.
Yeah.
Joshua put them in comments after the show. Yeah, actually, Joshua is not only is he a member, but he is a moderator here on the channel. So if he links anything, it should come through for you guys. Like if he sends the link, it should come through for you guys to look at or whatever. When we greatly appreciate all of his efforts in this. Joshua has been beyond my wildest dreams, the biggest or one of the biggest supporters we've ever had on the channel. And dude's just awesome.
Second that.
I mean, he's going out finding this stuff for us, and he doesn't have to, but he's doing it because that's the type of dude he is. Now I'm going to show you the next one because this is the one that had me going like, woohoo! Like I'm excited. On the whiteboard, can you calculate how bad rush hour will be on I-95 tomorrow? I plan to leave at 4:30. Paul W. wants the whiteboard. You know life is bad. Joshua is awesome.
I'm not finding it. You can go to the next thing. I'm not finding
This one is the one that has me all kinds of excited right here. It's a cart with a lift on the bottom.
Oh my goodness.
Dude. Being someone that lives kind of out in the country, and those casters are huge, by the way. They look really good. And I'm getting a little older. My shoulders don't work as well as they used to. To be able to take something like this and unload my car or unload my truck, that would be amazing. By the way, Joshua Wilson sent the link to you. That would be amazing. I look at this and I'm like, 100%, this is I want to buy. I like take my money now. And tactics, he froze.
Yeah, I'm looking for I'm sorry. I'm in the background anyway.
4:30 is the new rush hour. Yes, you are. But what do you guys think of this? Look, obviously this is for he's got his eyeballs just squarely on the screen.
You didn't
This
bring
is
me
obviously for like warehouse type work. But dude, this thing looks incredible. I want it for my house.
Yeah, okay. The abstract for that, a testing device included a main housing and a probe housing, but the probe housing is rotably coupled to the main housing. The testing device further includes a first test probe and the second test probe. The test probe may be configured to be inserted into an alternating current receptacle. The second test probe is coupled to the probe housing. The second test probe may be configured to be insertable into a universal serial bus receptacle. Oh, okay. So it can be a USB tester as well.
That's pretty sweet, actually. That's pretty sweet. And sorry, he's got ADHD, so he's talking about this bad boy again. That's where the electrician part of him came in. He went squirrel, and off he went.
I'm back.
Just so you guys know. So I'm going to remove this. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, Joshua Wilson. That's greatly appreciated. If any of you guys get information like that and you want to share it, please do so. As you see, we will use it and we will show people and give you all the credit, because we're not into the taking. I know it, and I know this because I have spoken to other content creators in the past who used to be moderators for other larger channels. And I can tell you that their experience when they would share stuff like that is that those other creators would take kind of the credit for these things.
Yeah.
Neither Cooch nor I are interested in taking credit for work that ain't our own. So
Well
we
said.
will gladly give, because you guys are like literally the fuel that keeps this going. So why would we want to take credit away from you when you could deserve all the recognition and all the credit that comes your way?
Yeah.
We'll go through a standard home door. I don't know. I don't know that much about it. You guys saw as much as I did, and it looks great. Hey guys, look at these patents I found. Yes, it's that easy.
Yeah.
And we look. I just like the nerd stuff. It's all good, man. It's all good. I just kind of thought it was awesome looking. And when especially the lift was actually the very first thing he sent to us. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, hot dog. I
Yeah.
want that. Like it's just so much. It's so cool looking. So that is something that we wanted to share and get out there, so that you all have them. Now, as far as I always have new tools coming to the channel. We're always out there doing things. And if you guys are like, you're looking at it and you're going, well, they mentioned the membership thing a lot, and you see that we do highlight the members' comments whenever they make them. The reason for that, and I'll just be candid with you. I've debated back and forth of whether to tell you guys this or not. But last year at this time, my channel, and I'm only going to speak for my channel, I cannot speak for anybody else's. My channel alone was making about $1,600 a month, just on YouTube. On Facebook, I was making another $1,200, give or take. On $1,200, I was making $600-700 a month on TikTok, and was doing very well.
Yeah.
In the last 6-7 months, all of these places have changed kind of how their payouts work. So I went from making about $1,600 a month on YouTube to $250, $300.
Don't forget about the unspoken hidden rules and all the guidelines you're supposed to follow that aren't written down.
That's very true.
Penalized for not following. We can't forget those.
A live stream with Robert doing multiple characters, A.E. Michelle, Souls does, Moran. Ken is here, East Coast Ken, another great channel here on YouTube. He and Dr. Left-Hander, they're two different channels, very different channels, but both good guys, and you should check both of them out. Yeah. So anyway, you guys are wondering, like, you notice that we're talking about the memberships and whatnot. Now, we're not asking for your money. Don't get me wrong. We are, but we're not. I wouldn't have said it at $2 if I was all that concerned about the money.
Yeah.
I set it at $2 because we have my growth on Instagram and on TikTok has been so phenomenal, so crazy. I don't get a chance to create a community with them.
Yeah.
You guys, it's YouTube, it's a little different. We get to create that community with you, but when we do special events, we don't want you to get lost. like, I don't want to miss your comments because you're one of 1,000 people. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'll say this. No, that makes perfect sense. That's well put. I'll tell you the reason why I do it real quick. You're an hour in, so I'm not too worried about what I'm going to say or whatever. But a lot of these public channels like ours, we support certain things that are not necessarily popular opinions. And some people want to support as many people that are willing to say what needs to be said, but frankly can't get their voice out there. And saying that stuff doesn't help out the algorithm.
That's true.
So, and then there's flat out some people that just want to support you. His channel has really good value. You can tell by how many views he gets on anything that he puts out, especially the deals. There's a bunch of value there. There's value specifically with electrical stuff in mind. And then I make sure I just overload. Like you'll get tired of watching subscriber videos from me because I just make sure that I'm loaded with subscriber only content. But yeah, no, we definitely here on the channel.
Yeah, I just dropped the link for how to become a member on this channel down there. So just so you guys know, I have it linked or whatever. And it's, if you watch my videos or whatever, I think there have been 2 out of over 1,000 where I've even mentioned the becoming a member or whatever. I don't even ask people to subscribe anymore. I'm just like, so don't get me wrong. It's not about that, but these platforms are I can't say they're targeting channels that don't toe a certain belief system. I can't say that. I don't know if they are or not.
But you're not saying they don't. I get you.
Yeah. And like me, I'm kind of an old curmudgeon anyway. But it's important that we remember what we're here for. We are here to Gonzales, Texas. What's up, Southpaw? Glad you made it. 4:30 a.m. start. Just be safe. Be careful out there. My original channel had 20K subs, but I stopped playing games and never monetized. Now I just use a friend's account because he plays for premium. That's good. There you go. That's all good, Panther. No, it's difficult enough to be on YouTube and get the hate that I get, but
yeah,
they demonetized a lot of the. Yeah, I can't even read it because we're on YouTube.
Yeah, you almost don't even want to say the D word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I'm free here on the live streams.
It's probably as far as we want to go with saying that.
Yeah.
This has been a good stream. We need to get off on the tangent of it. I'm just saying in general, that's just the way it is. So if you hear us, we're not really pushing it. It's just available.
Yeah. I do have a request for Milwaukee. If Milwaukee pays attention, if they listen to people or whatever, can you guys do anything to make that look better? I mean, I have had to look at that for almost 2 years now. My stomach can only take so much.
Give us an M12 face transplant.
Wait. Did you ever watch the movie Roddy Piper? I think it's called They Live or something like that, where if you put the certain sunglasses on, you could see that the people were aliens or whatever. Those people look better than you.
That's fair.
Years ago.
They live.
Yeah, they live. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm here for two things: to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. 10 times 2,000 eyeballs, just charge less. I can't go less than $2. Like, I don't even know that they let me go less than $2.
They don't.
So the bare minimum, I can go up as high, and there's a channel out there that's got like 3,000 videos, and it's not very good. He just got a certain number of subscribers or what. He's got a $50 membership.
Wow.
And I'm looking at like, for what? Right? No, $2 ain't that bad. I do not have any bubble gum. Can Milwaukee change their N12 battery? Some women I work with say it looks like a butt plug for a tool. That's one of the things that Cooch really likes about it, though.
That's the M12. Couldn't think of a clever word for it.
Yeah, my max, which if you're at the maximum level of my membership, you actually get you get my phone number. That's the way we do it, so that you can call and talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me, ask me whatever you want. I'm pretty open. The Milwaukee M12 drill, though,
To that combat, there might be somebody out there.
Thank you, George.
That likes what you do and does support you, and you could potentially be leaving money on the table if you don't have a maximum membership. There's two ways of looking at that. I can see it both ways. If there's somebody that wants to support you, if you had a friend or something, and that's how they want to do it, and if you don't have it available, then they simply can't do it. So it'd be one thing if they were pushing for it or something, but membership for 1 month.
I clicked on his live one time, and he had random saw sounds. Just seemed like he was live streaming. Well, not saying anything. The person that does it is a good enough a guy. He does what he does, but I can't watch his stuff. But I like the individual, and $50 I think is a little crazy.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask who we're talking about. I'm out of the loop on that.
I'm not telling you while we're on here.
No, don't do it. I don't know.
It was 2 a.m. You thought he was live. Southpaw knows who it is. Thank you. Did YouTube try to take part of your membership money? Yes.
Yep.
So just so you guys know, the way it works here on YouTube is for any ad revenue, that is whatever they charge a company, whatever to advertise on your channel, they take 40% of that right off the top for them.
Well,
the same goes for your super stickers, your memberships, everything that you do here on YouTube.
hang on a second.
YouTube takes 40%. I personally don't want to go the route of creating affiliate links and Patreon and doing all of that stuff, because it's hard enough to manage just what I do now, without having to get somebody to do it for me. It's hard enough to manage. And I hate that we're talking about this, but I thought I had to. By the way, don't buy this tool.
I got that as a gift last year.
Yeah, this thing is the biggest piece of trash I've ever seen. You should not buy this ever.
Might make a good EDC.
If someone breaks into your home and you need to grab their attention, whip this at them. They might think it's like the throwing stars that the ninja used to use.
There you go.
Aside from that, it has no value, and you should not do it. So we can
Made a
send you
pretty
guys.
satisfying noise whenever it's teetering on the table. I might buy it just for that.
I don't know what those two are, Joshua. We are cheap. That's what our pimp says. That's all he can get for us. All right, yeah, just that's why I've been wanting to get into t-shirts and doing stuff because I don't want to charge people for a membership if I don't have to. Like, it sounds bad, but all the tools that you guys see us buy, like the equipment that we're running, the editing software, everything, it all costs money.
Yeah.
I hate to.
Even your internet. I mean, you live in the boonies. Had to have it.
Scam buy tactics again. I bought 50 of those for Father's Day.
What did you buy?
Is that a water spigot key? No, this is I want to say they advertise this as 15 different tools in one. There's like a bottle opener right here. That's what they call it. Like there's hex key, diagonal, or
I don't want to out myself on someone gave me online,
that's
but I
their
don't
number
even know
two.
what they all do because I put it in a drawer when I got it.
Yeah, that stuff is horrible. 40. I thought Apple was bad at 30, but at least they bring a market of 1 billion users to app developers. Welcome to. I was looking for a $4.99 button option. Welcome to YouTube. YouTube, they definitely. But again, if I could continue to go on without seeking sponsorship from businesses, without taking some of the crazy offers we get for businesses or from businesses to do commercials for them, TikTok has been after me for the longest of time to just do commercials. Like they want to pay me to do commercials and stuff on my channel, and I don't want to do it because it's not worth it for me. I don't want to do it. This is at least me giving you guys the option to
There you go.
help me avoid that. The only Patreon, I don't know what any of those are. I know what Patreon is because I've heard people. I've never even looked at it to set it up. For me, the one I'm looking at to do, I'd rather you guys just PayPal me because it doesn't cost me anything. But whatever, I don't care. But it just the membership at $2, it's pretty reasonable. I'm not asking you to go to $10 route. Maybe I should do the commercial like this. For less than 10 cents a day, you can support your favorite YouTuber. I'm just saying. For me, I just think it's funny. But again, so next week we'll be talking more about tools and hopefully by then
Cameraman too. Put a bearing in the center and make it a fidget spinner.
There you go. That would work. Hopefully we'll be able to talk more about tools and what to do. And as soon as I can figure it out, and I mean this, as soon as I can figure out how to stream on every social media platform at once.
It's going to get crazy.
This Sunday show will be broadcast on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And at that point, we're likely going to have somewhere in the neighborhood of, I'll be conservative and say 3 to 100,000 people in here.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck reading the chat on 1,000.
No, when I go live on TikTok, I get there's a live stream every Sunday, Souls.
Every Sunday.
Jeremy. Every Sunday, 7 Central. We're here. When I go live on TikTok, seriously, I trend every time.
You're a silver-plated snowflake.
Yes, I did. This is my just so you guys know, this is my masturbating mayhem award. Anyway, but that's what we're gonna do. I'll be cussing you out tomorrow at Lowe's. Good. For $99 to get a Cobalt right angle impact wrench with a 2 and a 4 amp hour battery and a charger. There you go.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I want my $2. That's what's his name? John Cusack. Right? Next Sunday is Father's Day. My son is grown and he's out of the house. He ain't coming back. So I'm free next Sunday. Oh, fine. For 2% of a Makita impact driver, you can support a hungry streamer. That's great. People,
hey, you guys interested in seeing a video about a screw system that I got? It's not a ad. It's not a paid sponsor. It's just the system that I wound up with.
Okay.
Let me know. I'll put a poll out.
All right. And with that, folks, it's time. We have reached the end of our show. And there is one chore that you all have to at least one time do this week. Just one. What is my favorite tool brand? Jeremy, that's easy. I don't even have to answer. The people in the comment section can answer. But if you guys should happen across a Makita video, you are required by the laws of all mankind to say hashtag Belky. And if you don't know what Belky is, and Jeremy, I will answer your question right now, rigid. If you don't know what Belky is, ask a Makita guy because he'll blow him like he knows him. And please suck it easy. All right, guys. We'll see you next Sunday.
We'll see you guys.